Hello there. Good to have you with us again this week. I hope the year is coming up positively and strongly for you, and I hope you will find these resources useful as you continue into the year. And I don't think there's a better place to start than to explore the concept of purpose. Purpose is at the heart of the journey that is called self-actualization. If you do not get that sorted and clearly clarified in your mind, you are likely going to be running other people's races. You will be running and acting in other people's scripts. And so, what is purpose? Purpose is the reason for which something is created, for which it exists, for which it was conceived. If you miss the purpose conversation, it is very hard for you to find direction, to find actualization. Recently, one of the young men that I mentor came to me. He's very gifted, he's very brilliant, he's on the creative side of life, composes music very brilliantly, into photography, into design, but was just struggling to find the kick and the pleasure out of what he was doing. And I laugh because I have an idea of why he is in that position. And that is part of the question we will answer in this particular concept. Now, I am challenging you to please run an open mind for this series. It is very easy for you to just throw away ideas that sound very strange simply because the ontology of the human mind is like an autobiography. It's like where you have been. Every time something new comes up, the natural tendency of human being is to approach it with the way we've done it before. But I've read and heard severally that one definition of insanity is to think that you can keep doing the same thing the same way and just wake up one day and find a different result. And so for some of you, you've tried your current method, some for 5 years, some for 10 years, some for even longer. If you are not happy with the result that you are getting, can I invite you to just try this new concept you'll be hearing on this channel, even if it's just for 12 months, and see whether you have a better result, and then let that guide you into whatever your decision is going to be. Because it is of no use if you keep listening to this channel, but you are reluctant or you are resistant, and all you want to do is the same old, same old, same old. Then you keep getting the same old, same old, same old. Now, one of the concepts I would like to immediately lay, contrary to what we know, is what I call the success equation. Traditionally, we all grew up in our local parlance, everybody wanting to arrive. Yes, he has arrived. What is arrived? Oh, he now has a good car. Then he has a big car. Then he has many cars. Then he stopped living in certain parts of town and moves to a different part of town. He stopped living in certain type of houses, moved to a different kind of house. He stopped traveling by certain means, now fly premium classes. Children are now wearing this kind of dresses. They attend this kind of school. Beautiful, desirable. And this year, I pray that God gives you the grace to get and achieve even beyond your expectation. But guess what? That does not necessarily give satisfaction. The current logic and the current principle that most people run with, which we all grew up with, is an equation that says you need to do, and then you get, and then you be or become. I repeat, you do, you get, you be. But if you follow that equation, you might eventually get, but it's almost impossible for you to be. That is why that young man was struggling with the concept of how can he get satisfaction that keeps him going on what he's doing. What is the right equation? What is a preferred equation? Keep it locked here. Check it out next week. We will go to that side and we'll make it clearer. The YouTube channel, the email address is on display. Follow it through and I'm sure you'll find me there next week. Once again, T Mac is my name and I'm just trying to make a little difference. See you next time. Bye.